Okay guys, welcome back to the channel again, welcome back, and today we will start doing fractions, and we're going to show you how you could multiply mixed fraction, and I will show you how to multiply whole numbers with mixed fraction as well. So let's get right into it, and remember this video is dedicated to students who want to learn the basics of maths. Alright, and these questions are CXC or CSEC topics. Alright, so for more worksheets, you can go to mathisfun.com and to do more worksheet on fractions. Alright, so let's get right into it. So to multiply mixed fractions. In my case, what I advise students to do is to turn the mixed fraction into proper fractions. And to do that, you have to multiply 6 times 1 and then you add the 4 at the top, which is the numerator. So we'll have 10 over 6, and the numerator and the denominator stays the same. Alright, so 6 times 1 is 6 and you add 4, that's 10. Alright, and we do this for all the mixed fractions. So in this case, we'll have 4 times 2, which is 8, plus 1, which is 9. So we'll have 9 over 4. And if it's your first time doing multiplication of fractions, you can go ahead and watch my previous videos of how to multiply fractions, and I will leave the description in this video below. Alright, so we could just go ahead and multiply across and then simplify your answers after, but in this case I'm gonna just simplify first and to get your answers. Alright, so to simplify, we could reduce the fractions into smaller versions of yourself, or in the simplest way as possible, to avoid getting huge numbers for your answers. Alright, so in this case, to simplify, we simplify numerator to denominator and denominator to numerators. Alright, that's how we simplify, as the arrows states how you should go about in simplifying these fractions. Alright, or these numbers. Alright, reduce. Alright, okay. Alright, so you look at the 10 and you look at the 4 and you ask yourself this question: what number I could use to divide both 10 and 4 without leaving a remainder? And it will be 2. So you could use 2 to divide 10, which is 5, and you could use 2 to divide 4, which is 2. Alright, so for the 6 and the 9, you ask yourself what number I could use to divide both 6 and 9 without leaving a remainder. Alright, and the number is 3. So 3 into 6, 2, and 3 into 9 is 3. Alright, and then we could go ahead and multiply across to get our final answer. So 5 times 3 is 15, and 2 times 2 4. Alright, so now we have our final answer. Since we're dealing with mixed fraction, I'll advise students to leave your answers in mixed fraction as well. In this case, this is a proper fraction, but to leave your answers in mixed fraction, you could divide 4 into 15, which is 3, and it will leave us a remainder of 3, and you have 4, which is our denominator. Alright, to check your answer, you could multiply 4 times 3 and then you add this 3 up here. So it'll be 4 times 3, which is 12, plus 3, that is 15. Alright, so hope you guys are following through. Let me know in the comment section if you understand how I got my first answer. Also, you could feel free to reach out to me on Instagram for any concerns or queries. Alright, so in number 2, we could just simple multiply across because we're not dealing with any mixed fractions. So it's 2 times 2, which is 4, and 5 times 5, which is 25. Alright, and we can leave this answer here because it cannot be simplified. Alright, so in number 3 now, we have 2 fourths, and it's being multiplied by 2 and 2/3, and we're going to put that fraction change that fraction into a proper fraction by multiplying 3 times 2, and then we're going to add the 2 at the top. Alright, so 3 times 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, so we have 8 over 3. And also we could simplify this fraction here. We could simplify the 4 and the 8, alright, by 4, because both numbers are divisible by 4, so 4 in itself goes 1, and 4 into 8 is 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, and 3 times 1 is 3. So you could leave your answer as 4 over 3. Okay? Alright. So you can rewatch the video and learn how I got these answers, or you could try your own methods. Alright? So in number 4, we have 2 being multiplied by 2 and 2/3. We're going to change the mixed fraction into a proper fraction. Again, 3 times 2 plus 1 plus 2, I'm sorry. So 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. So we have 8 upon 3. Alright? But when we are multiplying the whole numbers, because 2 is a whole number, we want to turn the whole number into a fraction. So you put it over 1. And then we could go ahead and multiply across. 8 times 2 is 16, and 3 times 1 is 3. So you can leave your answer as 16 over 3, or you could reduce your answer into a mixed fraction. Alright, but I'll just leave it as 16 over 3. Alright, so for number 5, both are whole numbers, so we could just multiply 4 times 5, which is 20. Alright. Alright, so for number 6, we have 1 over 1/4, and this is a mixed fraction, and we want to turn it to a proper fraction, and then we could go and simplify and get our answers. Alright, you only can simplify when it's necessary. Alright, so 5 times 1 is 5, and 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 upon 5. And multiplication sign. So 6 times 1 is 6, and 6 plus 3, that's also 9 upon 6. Alright,